Rise and shine on Australia's Vision Christian Radio.
It's Friday, it's your podcast, and it's a special Friday because we've put the shout out for shout outs today.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so there's been lots of events. That's basically what we did all morning was just Free Plug Friday. Let us know what's happening in the lead up to Christmas. And we had some great events that you can get along to. So make sure you check out all the details in the podcast. And be listening, of course, on Monday because DJ will be back on Rise and Shine.
Yes, and look, there's no clue for our Bible story sound off today. And if you listen along, you'll find out why.
That's right. Exactly. That's coming up real soon as well. Enjoy the podcast. Have a great weekend.
It's Rise and Shine on Vision Christian Radio.
And it's Friday. So,
Can you believe it?
every day is exciting, but there's something a little bit special about a Friday.
Yes, it is. And a special way to start Friday, we always do Mixtape Friday. So we say to you, what do you want to hear? Request your songs. We will play it for you over the next half an hour.
Well, and I have been very thankful to have you with me all week, Robbo, as DJ's been off with the family after a wonderful wedding. And Karen seems to have a similar thought. She's thankful as well. And she's chosen our first song, which I thought you might approve of. It's by Petra.
Oh, well, definitely approve.
Straight away. Thankful heart. Because yesterday we had, of course, our virtual Thanksgiving, and she was saying she's very, very thankful that she was choosing her own way, but with God, a miracle changed her, rearranging her every day, and that's really part of that song, I believe.
Absolutely. That's wonderful to hear that from Karen. And yes, a great way to start out our Mixtape Friday with a bit of Petra and Thankful Heart. But let us know what you'd like to hear. You can jump in on Facebook, send a text or call 1-800-316-316. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you'd like us to play for Mixtape Friday.
The Rise and Shine podcast.
Are you ready for a challenge? Listen to the mystery sound, correctly name the Bible story, and win a great prize. Sounds easy, but is it? Rise and Shine's Bible Story Sound Off.
Yes, well, it does sound easy, but it hasn't proven to be. It's been going. I think this is well over a week now that we've been hearing this sound as we tap into those sound waves from history and pull out a little tiny sound from a Bible story.
It sounds like it should go off. Like, we're happy now. We just wanted to get to Friday. We might give some more clues, do you think, Robbo? Or at least we'll put them all together today.
Yeah, well, I feel like I gave a fairly big clue yesterday, and then obviously DJ's been giving extra clues through the week on the podcast. So there are clues coming in, but yeah, we'll reiterate some of those as well. But let's have a listen. In fact, well, first of all, we better turn on the machine and get it fired up for today. So let's, or you can, feel that power. There it is. It's
the mighty power here.
this clunky old laptop that we've got here.
It's quite incredible, I mean, really.
It's amazing technology. So here we go. We're bursting through the time-space continuum and drawing the sounds in from history. And the green light is on. So we've got the sound there ready to go. So let's have a listen to the sound. All right,
okay,
so that
I
is
think
it.
You did give an important detail
so
yesterday.
I did say yesterday that is a gate creaking, not a door, because some people thought it was a door.
It does sound like a door.
But it's definitely a gate.
A gate.
So that's one big clue. The other clue, I mean, this was from right at the very start, that it's in an Old Testament story. So, yeah, and DJ on the podcast was giving some pretty specific clues in the sense of, even what books it should be going for and even eras. So, well, I could say... the clue from yesterday on the podcast was he was giving the dates of when David lived. So he said David lived between such and such and such and such BC. So that was he was saying, think about that. So that I guess that's
era.
An era there. So that's fairly specific,
that is
I guess.
Quite specific, actually.
So if you think about that, the King David when he was alive, gates, and obviously that is an Old Testament period. So. There you go. There's a few clues, so give it some thought. Here's the sound again. We got to wait for that little creak that comes in after the shush as well. What do you think it is? 1-800-316 316. Let's go to the phones with Janelle first up. What do you reckon?
Acts chapter 12, Peter's miraculous escape from prison, where the angel tapped him on and said, quick, get up, put your cloak on. And the angel, Peter followed him out of the prison and had no idea where he was going. They passed through the first and second guards and came to the gate leading to the city where it opened for them by itself. And they went through, and he walked the length of one street. Suddenly the angel left him.
Yeah, that's
Isn't that
good.
cool? And you think thought he was asleep.
That's right. Yeah,
Like, how
he
cool
thought he
is
was
that?
dreaming. He's like, oh no, I'm not dreaming. I'm actually out of the prison. It's a great guest, Janelle, and obviously you've got all those different
Sounds in
factors
there.
in there perfectly, but unfortunately, it's not that story.
Okay.
But thank you so much for the call. Great to hear
Thanks,
from you.
Janelle.
Keep reading.
Bye.
Beck, what do you think the sound might be?
We're thinking, I've got my son here, he's 8 years old, and we had a bit of a discussion about this, and we're wondering whether it could be Esther at the gate where her uncle Mordecai is going to talk to him about all the problems that she's facing there.
Oh,
That did happen a lot.
That's a
my
good-
favourite story in the Bible.
Yeah, that's great because we've had a few different stories from that sort of era, but yeah, that's a good
That is a
one
good
actually
one.
with Mordecai speaking to Esther. I like that.
What do you think, Robbo?
It's a great guess, Beck and Micah, but unfortunately, not right. No. But good on you.
Sorry.
Thanks so much for the call.
No, thanks so much.
Thanks, bye. Alan in Townsville, what have you got for us?
Yes, hi. I'm thinking maybe it's to do with Gideon.
Gideon,
Yes,
yeah?
Which bit of Gideon's story do you think, or just the general gist of it?
Yeah, and I think a gate was removed.
Okay.
So removing a
I don't
gate.
know.
Oh, the
I'm
Gideon's
thinking of a story with Gideon.
No, that's...
Or,
Well,
yeah.
we could just narrow down the whole story. Robbo, is it anything to do with Gideon?
Well, I can say nothing to do with Gideon,
Okay, well, well
unfortunately.
done. You helped us a lot.
Okay.
Thanks, Alan.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
Catherine in Port Arlington. Now, you're pretty good at this game. What do you reckon?
I don't know. I keep putting things out there. It keeps being wrong. So I'm going to take a stab in the dark. I'm going 1 Chronicles 11, where David wanted water from Bethlehem. So 3 people broke through the Philistine lines and drew water from the well near a gate.
Wow, that is
Okay.
very
And
specific.
then
So there
carried
was
it back to David.
Yes,
gate near the well.
mighty men of valor. I love that because they're in the cave of Adullam and he goes.
Yep.
And I always think it's a funny story, don't you, Catherine? Because they bring the water back to David. He feels
He
so
doesn't
bad.
drink it.
He doesn't drink it. He pours it on the ground. I mean, really.
Yeah, the guys would have gone, we've just gone through all this
Oh,
for
my
you.
goodness. Oh, well, that is a very good story. It's in the time period. There's
Well, we've
a
got
gate.
the time period ticked, the gates ticked, the story of David. There's obviously sneaking, shushing.
There's a bit of shushing.
Yeah. So they would be.
There's a bit of armour sound there, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Armory sound, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are correct, Catherine. It is right.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Well done. Well done.
Yes, I met DJ.
you did it. That's wonderful.
Good on you. You've picked it up today and put us out of our misery, and it'll make DJ happy because he'll have to make a new one when he gets back on Monday.
First thing on Monday
So
morning.
I had to put it out of our misery, didn't we?
Yeah, so true.
Oh, well done.
Good
very,
on
very
you.
good. I will stay
Thank
on
you.
the line, Catherine, and we'll
Yep.
grab your details and get you out your prize. But well done. You've won.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That is fantastic. So, yes, it was that story from 2 Samuel and chapter 23 where David's mighty men went in to capture that water for him. They were in the cave, and he said, "Oh boy, I just wish I could have some water from the well of
It was
Bethlehem."
like a throwaway comment.
Oh, that's right, yeah. And they went, "Oh, you know what? We could do that for our leader."
Yes. And off they went.
Yeah.
They snuck into the camp and they had to open a gate.
It was near a gate. It said that a couple of times in the passage
It
that it was
does.
the well was near a gate. And then they came back, and as you said, he poured the water on the ground. He said, "I couldn't possibly drink this. You've risked your life for me." And they were like probably thinking, "What? That's
No, but it does show you. I love that story because the men went from being men who are very weak. If you look at the beginning, the men who joined David in that cave were not men of valor.
Exactly.
They were the people who are the down and outs of society, but they spent time with God and David. They became these mighty men who would do great acts.
It's amazing. So good. So that means we'll have a new sound when we play the Bible story sound off next week.
Thanks for streaming the Rise and Shine Daily podcast. Please subscribe to the show, rate it on your favourite podcast platform, and share the link on your socials. It all helps get the word out.
And today we are calling Free Plug Friday, which means we've made the call out. There are so many cool Christmas events coming up. And other events, but they seem to have a Christmas theme at the moment.
Yeah, that's right.
We would love to give you a shout out for you. We've got a couple coming up soon that we know Vision are involved with. But if you've got one, give us a call or send us through a text, or it's on Facebook as well. But I'd also like to give a shout out, not a free plug, but a plug for Vision-a-thon, because we can see that we're continuing to close the gap. We're at 81% of our total target now, which is exciting.
It is very exciting that, the tally continues to climb. The gap continues to shrink, and the number of people involved is growing as well, which is fantastic. Up over 3,700 Vision family members now that have stood with us over the last few weeks, and we're believing to see that continue to climb to see the goal reached. And we've set a deadline for next Friday. So by this time next week, we really want to see that full amount raised. So if you haven't given yet, we'd love to hear from you. You can jump online and give today.
Wonderful. And that's thanks to people like our Vision family member here in Warrington, New South Wales, who gave online yesterday. So we're still able to give online or by phone during the day. Gave $500 and said, we have felt led to donate today. I know that Vision is reaching all of Australia and that people are led to repent. And she talks about an incredible miracle that they've had recently with the birth of their grandchildren. It's wonderful the way that Vision's involved in people's lives. So we are praising God with you and thanking you for getting involved. And in that region today, 21 degrees, heading up to 24, some rain. So very high chance of rain. Grab out those brollies if you're in the Sydney region.
Make sure you take the brolly with you. Here's a verse for you from Romans 13. You know the time that the hour has come for you to wake from sleep. So there you go. If you're sort of stirring in bed this morning, get up. For salvation is nearer to us now than when we first believed. The night is far gone. The day is at hand. So let's cast off the works of darkness and put on the armour of light. Some great encouragement there from Romans 13. That's verses 11 and 12.
Well, there's a spiritual element there, but actually in the natural, it's good advice as well.
Wake up. Come on. The day is with us. So we want you to wake up and tell us if you've got a event coming up over the next couple of weeks, particularly a Christmas event, maybe a church or some other group running something. Let us know, 1-800-316-316.
It's the daily podcast of your favourite Aussie breakfast show, Rise and Shine. Rise and Shine.
That's for King and Country, Unsung Hero. And we are getting a bit excited. There's a bit more news from For King and Country, isn't there, Robbo?
That's right. Yeah, well, you and DJ spoke with Luke a few weeks back now to announce the fact that they're doing a special cinema release of their Christmas show.
Yeah.
Which was actually recorded a year ago, but it's going to be in cinemas for 3 days only. Mm-hmm. So it's the 13th, 14th and 15th of December, so a couple of weeks from now.
Yes.
And it is their Little Drummer Boy live Christmas, and it's a pretty spectacular show, I've got to say. If you get along and see it on a big screen, it would be just like being there.
Oh, I'm laughing because of all...
I know you love the Drummer Boy.
You're trying to encourage me that I'm not a huge fan of that carol, but there you go. If anyone's going to make it fantastic, it'll be For King and Country. Yeah. But you've got some free tickets we're giving away.
That's right. We are giving away free tickets. So if you want to jump on to Vision's website, just go to vision.org.au/giveaway.
Okay.
And then you'll be able to enter your details there for the Little Drummer Boy live tickets. And we'll announce that. So that'll actually be just this weekend is when you can register.
Okay.
And we'll select the winner so we can get the tickets out in time because you can't miss it. It's only 3 days only.
Very quick.
13th to the 15th of December. So it'll be great. I mean, you imagine if you get a bunch of friends along, you could just sing along to it'll be like a bit of a karaoke. I know you love karaoke.
Well, you know what? We're talking to KA in a second. I can see her jumping onto Zoom with us. I know they do a bit of karaoke at the Northern Gold Coast Christmas Carol.
That's it. So, yeah, we can warm up for that and then jump into the cinema and do a bit more as well. But as mentioned, we do have a guest. It is Free Plug Friday, so you can call through with your events if you want to let us know what's happening. We'll give it a plug this morning, 1-800-316-316.
I've got Pastor K.A. from Highway Church, who is the creative director of the Northern Gold Coast Christmas Carols.
Yeah.
Zooming in with us this morning. Good morning, K.A.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me.
So good to have you with us, and so good to be able to be partnering with you this year for the Northern Gold Coast Carols. I mean, this is, for those that have ever been to these carols, it's just amazing. A massive crowd, really huge night, and it's coming up in just over a week's time now, so Sunday the 8th, and it's going to be another massive night. You must be incredibly busy, I'd say, at the moment, K.A., getting yourself ready for this.
It's hard to believe, isn't it, that we're in the Christmas season already? It's come around so fast, but we are like a well-oiled machine here, so we're just doing what we know to do each year and get this event happening for our community.
How many years has the church been running this? It's a very big event. I have been to it. It's massive. How many years has it been now?
Well, the church started in 95 and we started the event in 97. So we turned 30 as a church in April next year. And with a couple of exceptions in there, maybe where there's been some rain and the event hasn't gone ahead, we've done about 27 of these events.
Wow.
That's amazing. So you are well practiced, that's for sure. But I mean, it would always be a massive effort, and with really, it's become a community event. The locals just want to come along and be a part of it. There's tens of thousands of people that turn up to the park there in Ormo to be a part of it. So an exciting night. I know I was going to say karaoke, but Fel's favourite part of the night is karaoke. So I think she might get up on the stage and sing this year. What do you think?
We will be there, my family and I, for sure. I think one of the other things we love about the carols is that when you go to some other Christmas carol events, there's no gospel preached. Sometimes it's stripped right out. K.A., what do you do to make sure that Jesus is still the centre of these particular carols, which I love?
Yeah, well, first we start with our actual volunteers that are presenting the show to the community, and we just make sure as a team we're constantly centering ourselves around why we do this, who we're really trying to glorify and magnify on that oval, and really we want to share the message of Christ's hope and love to the community this Christmas. And so we just make sure that message is through all of our songs, and really in how our hosts welcome everybody and treat everybody on the oval. So we just try and incorporate it in everything that we do.
That's wonderful. It's going to be a very special event indeed. The good news is, I mean, obviously this is a local event for the Northern Gold Coast, so anyone that's within driving distance, we encourage you to go. It really is a great night. But it's going to be in the app as well. So if you are anywhere in the country, you can watch this Carols event through the Vision app. It'll be live on the 8th of December. So you can tune in there, and even if you're in a very remote part of the country, you can be a part of a special Carols event this year.
Oh, that's wonderful. Very, very good.
Yeah,
I'm very excited about that. Thank you so much to Vision for making that happen.
Oh, you might have to do your own face painting, though, because I have taken my kids, and the face painting line is always very good.
That's right. You need to provide your own Dagwood dogs and face painting, but aside from that, you can join in.
We can do the rest.
Your own little party poppers for fireworks.
Exactly. That's right.
That's
so
right.
good. So, look, if you are able to get along, the best thing would be, I think, to check the website out, because there's lots of good, even Q&A on there as far as, how to get, because parking obviously is a bit of a drama with the number of people coming. But you guys have organised buses, I think, this year to shuttle people in from certain points?
Yeah, we certainly have. So on the website, it's really clearly laid out where you can actually park your car, hop on a shuttle bus for free, and then it'll return you back to your car at the end of the event.
Oh, so well organised.
Yes, very well. And it needs to be, because there's such a massive crowd. I mean, tens of thousands of people turn up, so you can't all drive and park beside the park.
Well, I think I have been there, and it's felt like everyone was trying to park on the spot.
That's
so
right.
I think that's a good idea. But K.A., stay with us. How about we listen to some Patrick Mabry, watch what God can do. And on the other side, I might ask you a bit more about that karaoke.
I know this is Fel's in training for this. I reckon you might get up on the stage and be involved.
Wouldn't that be wonderful? Anyway, stay with us. There's more to come.
You found the podcast of Vision's breakfast show, Rise and Shine. Rise and Shine.
We're chatting with K.A. from Highway Church. She is the director of the Northern Gold Coast Carols, which is on not this weekend but next, so Sunday the 8th. And Vision's going to be there, but it's going to be an amazing event. If you're on the Gold Coast or even southeast Queensland, if you're within driving distance, get along to it. All the details are online at northerngoldcoastcarols.com.au.
Talk us through karaoke, K.A., because I do love this concept. What's it all about?
Well, this is really the community's moment to shine and to have their 5 minutes of fame. And we randomly choose people from our community to come up, be a part of the show and sing a song of our choice.
Oh.
I think this year it's actually Jingle Bells, if anyone wants to warm up and prepare for that. And there is $1,000 prize actually for the winner.
Wow.
The crowd chooses the winner, so we go with the big clapper meter, and whoever's really the best performer. We do not take vocal talent into account. We're happy for it to be as terrible as you want it to be. But a bit of courage and Christmas spirit, and you might walk away with $1,000.
Well, fantastic.
I don't know if we can beat that prize virtually, but
no, that's right.
And the only carol, KA, just between you and I, that I wouldn't want to see on the stage is Little Drummer Boy, which I have been known to say is just terrible. Have you ever used that for karaoke?
We haven't used it for karaoke.
Oh, there we go.
We usually stick with Deck the Halls because it's one that people can just scream and not have to.
Yeah, that's right.
Any vocal ability.
That's brilliant. Oh, well, look, some great things to be looking out for on the night. So as mentioned, 8th of December. It's coming up in Ormeau, which is in the northern end of the Gold Coast. But all the details are at northerngoldcoastcarols.com.au, northerngoldcoastcarols.com.au. Ka, thanks so much for joining us today, and all the best for what's going to be a big night.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'll see you at the carols.
And, of course, if you can't get there, make sure you open the app on Sunday the 8th because you'll be able to watch the carols live.
Oh, it's a video feed.
That's right, yep. It'll be a live video in the app, so it should be a great time. So I guess it makes it available to anyone in Australia. They can join in and be a part of a carols event, even if there's not one near you.
Even if you need your own popper and face painting.
Yeah, of course.
Definitely worth jumping on board.
So true. Hey, let us know if you've got an event happening in your area. We'd love to give it a free plug this morning. It is Free Plug Friday. Give us a call.
Love the Rise and Shine podcast? Tell a friend today.
You're on Rise and Shine, and we're just warming up for our karaoke. Jingle Bells. How's your rendition going there, Robbo? Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Yeah, I think that would be. I mean, it's one of those songs that you could probably sing.
Dashing through the. You kind of need that
right.
bit. That's the piece,
exactly.
which is the most exciting, I think.
All right, well, I reckon you would go well on this. You're the one that's obviously very eager. I'll cheer you on.
Will you? You'll be the big clap for me.
The crowd-o-meter that'll say, yes, Fel's the winner.
Yes, well, I would feel bad. No, we'll leave it to others. But we do have some wonderful events that are getting the shout out today. So if you've got an event, not shouting at them, but shouting out, we want everyone to know about them. Robbo, you're heading off to an event, a Christmas event.
Yeah, that's right. This Sunday afternoon and evening, there's going to be a Christmas. It's called Carols Under the Stars. And I'm hoping there's going to be stars because the forecast is maybe a bit of a wet afternoon, but we'll see how we go. This is at the Runcorn Heights State School, which is around sort of the Sunnybank area in the southern suburbs of Brisbane. But I'll be there and some of the Vision crew, and we'll have a Vision stand. So come and say g'day if you're able to get along to this one. It's going to be kicking off from 4 o'clock, and then that's sort of all the sort of activities that are going to happen. Then obviously the carols will happen after dark. But come and be a part of that if you can. Bring some family and friends, and come and say g'day to us on Sunday as well. So I'll put the details because we do have a post on our Rise and Shine Facebook page. So I'll share the details in there. So you can see exactly where it is and when. But you can do the same. Post your details there or give us a call, of course, and let us know. Give us a bit of a shout-out. We'll love to do a free plug for you on Free Plug Friday.
Well, Catherine, so our winner of the Bible Story Sound-Off, has posted about her community carols in Port Arlington. So if you happen to be in that region, you've got a little bit of time to get prepared. It's Friday the 20th of December, which I think is a good idea, because that's when you're kind of ready to go. And I love that the churches are working together, and there'll be a nativity as well as the carols. So if you've seen some nativity movies recently, who knows what could happen? It could all go horribly right. Or there's also a hula hooping elf at that Christmas carol. So I wouldn't mind some video of that, Catherine, actually. Maybe Catherine herself is the hula hooping elf.
Maybe she is the hula hooping elf.
That would be hard to do in an elf costume. But anyway, there you go. So if you've got some Christmas carols near you, or your church is putting on an event, today is your day to give it a bit of a shout out. That's
right. Let us know what it is. You can, as mentioned, put the details in the post. It is handy because people can go back there and see exactly where it is and when. But we would love to hear from you as well. Give us a call, 1-800-316-316. Let us know about your events coming up for Christmas. It is Free Plug Friday.
Subscribe and listen to the Rise and Shine podcast in the Free Vision app. It's easy and available everywhere.
Well, it is Free Plug Friday, Robbo. And who's jumped on to have a chat but Brett Ryan? And you mentioned Advent calendars, so I'm guessing, do you guys offer chocolate now? That's what my family's all about with Advent?
Well, as soon as they get the technology that actually allows that chocolates be transported through the internet, we'll be the go-to organizer.
Okay, thank you.
The focus on the family branded chocolates.
Yeah, but that won't be for some time.
Not this year.
So for now, and obviously, you know, you mentioned about the Advent calendar. It's really more of an Advent devotional, and that we've just made available. It's meant to be on the 1st of December. And it's a chance for mums and dads or individuals just to slow down and do a daily devotion on just the facets of who Jesus is and the impact that he had on a variety of people throughout the Gospels, and to be able to slow down and actually say, hey, he really is the reason for the season. And so this calendar is just made available, downloadable for free, which is being freebie Fridays.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's a great opportunity for the family, ideally, to do this together. And I love the chocolates, most definitely. I saw it on a meme just recently, and it said there's only, according to my chocolate Advent calendar, it's only got 4 days left to Christmas.
Yeah, that's right.
And this is even before December starts.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not got the chocolates, but it really is getting our heads and preparing the anticipation to reflect on the arrival of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Fantastic.
Less calories.
That's right. Yeah, it'd be much healthier for the family. So you can download this. So obviously, technically starting Sunday. So if you want to jump in today or tomorrow, download this from families.org.au. It's one of the first things you'll see. It says download your free Advent devotional. You can download it and get started on Sunday and follow through the 24-day plan as we get closer to Christmas. It's amazing to think, Brett, that we're almost there. Christmas will be here before we can blink.
I know. It's interesting. I mean, we've got Black Friday sales, which leads into the Christmas sales, which means basically for about 2 months there's sales, and then there's post-Christmas sales.
That's right, the Boxing Day sales.
And there's nothing wrong with getting a bargain, but if we lose the sense of why we're celebrating at Christmas time, we've missed the point. And for mums and dads to be very intentional, this devotional is to help mums and dads, explain the gospel message and explain the real reason for the season. I know it sounds very cliche, but we need to be very intentional. And this is just one of many things that are available from our website that will be of great benefit. So it's just go to families.org.au.
Fantastic.
Is there an age group that it's best for, Brett?
I think it's for, you can tailor it accordingly from, the very young age, because it also includes some crafts.
Oh,
so
cool. I'll get Robbo onto those.
So for those who are creatives, they can actually do a couple of pages in the last to create some characters, and then you will then be able to make the Christmas story come alive, and that's something that was really, really great. I mean, I remember talking with our boys when they were younger. We used to tell the Christmas story, and they became characters. You're Mary, you're Joseph. No, I mean, I had boys.
Were you the sheep?
I was the cattle. I was the cow.
The cow. There you go. Very important role.
Yeah, and but you try and make the Christmas come alive, and people think they know the story, but each year, and then I was reflecting upon this. I've just written a new article for our Thrive leaders that goes out to pastors and Christian leaders throughout the nation. And I was saying, how hard it is to come up with something new. And we don't need to come up with something new, because it's really all about Jesus. Yes. Indicate that will be the thing that people remember. It's all about Jesus. And so this devotional will really help that.
Brilliant. Okay, well, make sure you download it, families.org.au. You can click the link there to download this free Advent devotional and jump on to do that before Sunday when it all kicks off. Thanks for letting us know about that, Brett, for Free Plug Friday.
You're more than welcome. Bye-bye.
Let us know what you've got happening in your area as well. We'd love to hear. There's lots happening, of course, in the lead up to Christmas. All the different preparations have been done. And we'd love to hear what's happening. We'll give it a plug this morning.
That's right. You can do that over on our Facebook, on our socials, on Rise and Shine, or over in the group. You can send us a text on 0447 488 316. Or, of course, we'd love it if you give us a call. That's always fun, isn't it, Robbo?
That's right. We'd always like to chat and find out all the details about what's going on.
Brought to you by the generosity of Vision family members across Australia and around the world. The Rise and Shine podcast.
You're on Rise and Shine with Fel and Robbo. DJ will be back on Monday.
That's right.
Thank you for filling in, Robbo.
Oh, no worries. It's been a pleasure filling in this week. I do enjoy it. But, DJ back on deck Monday. But today we're calling Free Plug Friday. It's your chance just to let us know what's happening. Of course, lots of Christmas events happening around the country. So give us a call, let us know. But Vic's on the line with a non-Christmas event, but that's okay. We're happy to give it a free plug as well. Vic, what's happening in your area?
Tomorrow, 7:30 at the Baptist Church in Batemans Bay, we're having an ACL Christian Leaders meeting. We're discussing the importance of pastors being involved or getting their churches involved to some level that they feel comfortable with the political process.
Great.
And then on Saturday, the same day, at 2 p.m. at the Olive Tree, North Batemans Bay, we're just having a general public meeting. We're getting our friend Joshua Rao, the CEO of New South Wales ACL, Australian Christian Lobby, to bring us up to date with the latest news and events and machinations that occur within the government.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great. So that's tomorrow afternoon, is it, for the public meeting?
2 p.m. at North Batemans Bay, the Olive Tree Church.
Excellent.
It's Southlands Church, but the building is called the Olive Tree.
Okay, I'm sure the locals will know exactly where that is. So that'll be worthwhile. I mean, Joshua's a great guy. He's often on 2020 with Neil sharing about the different things happening in politics. So, very worthwhile. Thanks for letting us know about that, Vic. That'll be good for the locals to get along to.
Absolutely. We encourage everybody to come along and keep up to date and make a difference for turning our nation into a godly nation.
Oh, amen to that. Well, sounds like a wonderful opportunity in Batemans Bay, but we have opened the line for you to give us a call, 1-800-316-316 with your event.
Yeah, lots of events that are happening, particularly for Christmas, of course, leading up to Christmas in just a few weeks. And just up the road in Maria, we've got Michael who's called through with some Christmas events. What's happening in your area, mate?
We have carols by candlelight each year, just before Christmas. And this year they're on Friday the 20th December from 7 o'clock in the night. And we'll have carols with students from Carroll College and St Mary's Choir.
Oh, well, if it's from Carroll College, they should be the best.
That's right. That would be that'd be well practiced.
Now, if it's carols by candlelight, is it real candles or are they pretend these days?
Oh, I think they're real candles.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
I remember someone handing my child a candle and thinking, this is going to go terribly wrong. I was not relaxed at all, but there you go.
Yeah. And there's also a Christmas party.
Oh.
The parish Christmas party is on Friday the 13th of December from 5:30 p.m. And it'll be for Christmas fun for children in fancy dress.
Oh, nice.
Dress.
That's cool. Does it have to be Christmas-themed fancy dress or can it just be anything?
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
You can go as a superhero if you want, Robbo. It's okay. Well, what were you dressed up as, Michael?
Oh, not me. No.
You've got to dress up. That's very fun.
Yeah. Prizes will be given for the best dressed.
Oh, there fantastic. We go. Robbo, you're in with a shot.
That's right. I'll go along and win a prize. Oh, that's cool. So the 13th for the Christmas party and then the 20th for the carols. And where were the carols?
At the Riverside Park.
Okay, brilliant.
Wow, Maria.
Right. Everyone in Maria can get along and
Maria River.
Enjoy that.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be spectacular.
Okay.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for sharing that, Michael.
Okay, thank you.
Good on you, mate.
God bless you both.
Oh, wonderful. And what superhero would you go as there, Robbo?
I'd probably say Superman. I'm not really a superhero sort of guy, but Superman would be my
he
choice.
Flies. He's got a good. Yeah. He seems to have a good attitude.
He's a nice sort of community-minded guy. I think.
Yeah. Okay. So, I could come with a costume for that.
We do have opportunity for you to let us know about your events, though. Give us a call 1-800-316-316. It is Free Plug Friday. We'll take some more calls after this.
great conversations and great friends. The Rise and Shine podcast.
That's Jordan Sincere. I can hear bells in that song. Rejoice. Could it be that's a Christmas song, Robbo?
If you're ever not sure if a song is a Christmas song, just listen for the bells and that'll confirm it for sure. It's amazing how they just find their way into every Christmas song.
Oh, dear.
So, yes, that's a new one from Jordan Sincere. You'll hear a bit of that over the next few weeks as we lead into Christmas. But we are talking Christmas, of course, today with our Free Plug Friday. Yeah. Lots of Christmas events. And we've been getting people sending through texts and posting on Facebook, but we might just run through some of those. And we've put a whole bunch of these ones onto the Facebook page, our Rise and Shine page, so that you can go back and find the details of where and when things are if you're wanting to get along.
Perfect. Well, one of them that's caught my attention because it has a petting zoo.
Oh.
I mean, that is fantastic, is Lynn. She's mentioned that Tin Can Bay, they have carols in the park on Sunday, the 8th of December. And like I mentioned, a petting zoo, it can be dangerous. I remember one of my children almost doing harm in a petting zoo accidentally, not on purpose. But yes, I haven't been back into one since. But that was thanks to the Tin Can Bay Community Church. And I just love that community churches are putting their hands up and saying, it is a lot of work. You need a lot of volunteers to run an event. But yes, we will do it. We'll be Christ in the community. Yeah. Well done.
Excellent. That's so good. So the details are on the Facebook page there. Also, there is a carols event in Gilgandra on the 8th of December, carols on the Castlereagh, and that's going to be at the Cooee Heritage Centre. How good is that?
Cooee.
On a Sunday night. That's not this Sunday, but Sunday week. And there is also a wet weather venue. So if it's raining on the day, there's another option. So the details again are there on Facebook on the Rise and Shine page.
And Rod has sent through a group of events which are run by Care Outreach, Christmas for the Bush Bashers.
Oh, cool.
And they actually take Christmas carols out to the bush to it looks like 8 different venues across a few weekends. I think that is such a wonderful idea.
Brilliant.
So they're out and they've got with them singers and carols and free barbecue and live music, and it just looks superb. So well done to the team. And if you are in the region, I'd suggest actually probably jumping onto their Facebook page, Christmas for the Bush Bash, to get all of those details, as there's quite a few venues.
That's great. I know Brendan Walmsley is involved with that, isn't he?
He is actually, and he's got a little video that he's made to explain it. Would you like me to play that for you?
Yeah, that'll be good.
Okay, here you go.
G'day everyone, Brendan Walmsley here. Christmas for the Bush Bash begins this coming weekend. We're heading out into far southwestern Queensland to put on free Christmas concerts and free barbecues for some of our smallest communities. So if you live in the area, we'd love to have you along to celebrate the festive season with us. You can also follow all of our adventures on our official Christmas for the Bush Bash Facebook page. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Well, make sure you check that out, Christmas for the Bush Bash. You can search for that on Facebook and get involved with that if you can. There's a bunch of other ones that we've got on our Rise and Shine page. Lockie's just posted about their Carols by Candlelight, which is on not this Sunday, but next Sunday, the 8th. And also Catherine has also posted about the event in Port Arlington on the 20th of December. So there's lots there. You can add yours as well, of course. Just jump onto the Rise and Shine page to add yours. And I think there was one in the group as well, wasn't there? That
there must be. Let me have.
Actually, yeah, here it is. Wendy for the Fun Day in Tweed Heads, which is coming up on Saturday the 7th. So not tomorrow, but next Saturday in the afternoon in the Tweed Heads area of New South Wales. So lots of events.
We have a fake helicopter, but only if we had the real one and we could come to them all.
That'd be brilliant. Yeah, we could make an appearance at all the events around the country. That'd be brilliant. I'd love that.
Oh, dear.
So let us know about those events. It is Free Plug Friday. We'd love to get your event on the air or on Facebook as well. You can keep adding them there.
Lots of laughs with lots of heart. The Rise and Shine podcast.
We don't have a car to give away or a boat or holiday. It's time to play Australia's richest Bible trivia game show, where the riches are stored up in heaven. It's Rise and Shine's Saints of the Century.
Now, there's a lot of pressure on the questions. I feel they've just gone this week. They're up the ante. They're coming from a box, so we should make it clear. They're not out of your head, Robbo.
No, that's right. This is, I thought was going to be a really simple thing. I saw this on eBay. I thought, you beauty, 2,500 biblical trivia questions. How good is that? Easy prep for us. Turns out not so much, because these questions, some of them are very obscure. So I've got to go through and pre-select which ones I'm going to ask. So at least I've been doing that in the second half of the week, which is helping.
But two very, very brave people who have jumped back on board with us. We've got Helen, our carryover champion for day 2. Hey,
Good
Helen.
morning. Hello.
Hello. Was everyone congratulating you yesterday? I imagine there were high fives as you went out and about.
No.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, well,
I need to make it more obvious or something.
That's right, you'll need a T-shirt.
I
won Saints of the Century.
carryover champ. We'll have to get that out.
Yeah, well, Fiona is going to challenge you today from Mackay. How are you going, Fiona?
Yeah, pretty good, thank you.
That is good. So good to have you with us. Just before you get started at work, you got a session coming up in about 20 minutes. So I know you got your head in work mode, but thank you for being willing to play Saints of the Century with us before that.
No worries. I'm hoping that, my biblical responses will inspire me in my work today.
Yeah, that's great. All right, so we're going to flip the coin in a second, and then we'll come back and play Saints of the Century for this Friday morning.
Saints of the Century!
Our carryover champ is Helen, and she is competing against Fiona, who has won the coin toss and is going to go first today. So, Fiona, first question for you. What seed, though small, did Jesus say ends up producing a large plant?
Mustard.
Yes, correct. Mustard seed is right. Okay, Helen, your first question. By what miraculous means did God direct Israel in their journey in the night?
Fire.
Yes, that's right.
Fire at night.
Pillar of fire and
Pillar of fire. Yep.
cloud by day. Very good. Okay, 1-1. So let's go back to Fiona. Which New Testament book has the story of the Magi or the wise men visiting Jesus?
Ooh. Oh, that is tricky.
It's a bit of a guess,
You got a
really,
1 in 4 chance of getting it right.
I'm going to guess Luke.
That would have been my guess.
Oh, Luke is incorrect. No.
Oh.
So do you want to have a crack at this one, Helen?
Oh, mine would be a total guess as well. I'll just go Mark.
Oh, that was wrong as well. It's actually in Matthew.
Oh, no.
That was very tricky.
All right.
Matthew was my
we
second.
learned something today.
Well, we better all go back and read
That's
the
it.
account in Matthew.
Read
There
Matthew
we go.
today. Okay, so here we go.
Yeah.
So, Helen, your second question is, what is the opposite of forgiveness?
Unforgiveness?
Yes, it is. Bit of a trick question. You're thinking it might be a bit something different, but it is unforgiveness. So you are correct on that. Well done. Okay, so Fiona, the pressure's on here. You need to get this one right to stay in the running. What did the jailer in Philippi want to do when an earthquake broke open the jail doors?
He wanted to commit suicide.
Yes, that is correct. He was about to take his own life before Paul called out. So well done. So that keeps you in the running. So here we go. Helen, if you get this one right, you're our winner again. Who said those who are with us are more than those who are with them?
Those who are with us are more than those. Oh. I don't know.
Those who are with us. So I'll give you a little hint. It's an Old Testament story.
Okay.
Those who are with us are more than those who are with them.
And it's someone talking to their servant. Do you want to have a guess?
Oh, gee, I have no idea.
Oh, tricky. It is a tricky one.
No.
So the answer was Elisha. Elisha.
Oh.
And then he opens the eyes of his servant and they look out onto the hills
That's
and they
right,
see all
yeah.
of God's army.
They were surrounded.
Oh, okay.
Tricky.
Oh, wow.
Well, there we go.
Okay, so that means it's a tiebreaker this morning.
Oh.
So I actually have a tiebreaker question here. So we're going to give you a question which you need to guess a distance. So whoever gets the closest will be crowned the winner on this one, okay? So we're wanting to know how far is Bethany from Jerusalem? How far is Bethany from Jerusalem? So just have a guess. So Fiona, you guess first. What do you think?
I'm going to go 40 miles.
How many, sorry?
40.
40?
40
miles.
40 miles, okay. So what do you think? If you can give us something in miles as well, Helen, how far do you reckon?
27.
27?
Very
so
exact.
the answer is 2. It's only 2 miles. So, Helen, that means that you are the winner. You were the closest to the correct answer. Well done, but very tight competition today.
Very.
Thank you, Fiona, for playing and for being so close to winning today.
You're welcome, and congratulations, Helen. Keep going.
Good on you, Fiona. You have a great day.
Oh, wonderful. Well,
You
both...
too. Thank you.
And just hold the line there, Fiona. We'll grab your details and get a prize out to you for playing with us today.
Thank you.
Good on you. And Helen, we'll have you back on Monday if you're available for to play again. Carryover champ on Saints of the Century. Thanks so much.
No worries.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me Vision's breakfast show is now available around the clock and on demand? Incredible! The Rise and Shine podcast. Rise and Shine.
And we have Loving Free Plug Friday. If you've missed any of the details, you can jump over to our Facebook page to grab those. But I'm also loving seeing our tally board because we're closing the gap. And I'm saying we need it to close during breakfast completely so I could be part of the celebration.
Yeah, absolutely.
So our gap now is just under 330,000. Is that right, Robbo?
That's right, yes. It's continuing to fall. We've seen another couple of donations come in during the last hour, so thank you to those people that are still giving. If you haven't already, we'd love to hear from you. We want to see this target reached real soon. We have set a deadline for next Friday to get it done, but we want to do it even before then would be terrific. So keep donating online at vision.org.au.
And we've seen so many people from right around the country and even overseas getting involved, including a Vision family in Narrogin, Western Australia. And I've had some family living in that region, so made my heart glad. I was like, oh, thank you. Well done, Narrogin. And they gave through the phone so that you can still call during office hours. So they called 1-800-00 777 and gave $8,000, and we're so thankful. That's helping us close the gap. In Narrogin, your weather today, about 16 degrees right now, heading up to 32 degrees. But unlike other places we've been looking at today, there doesn't look like there's any showers. So a bit nice, dry day, a little bit on the warm side. Yeah. A few clouds around, though, I'm told, help.
Pretty warm, but nice and clear skies. And some words from you from the Bible. Hebrews 11, it's a very famous verse, Hebrews 11:1. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. And I guess we've got faith to see that tally reach the target in the next week. But we're believing for that. But that's Hebrews 11, verse 1.
I've heard of all-day breakfast on the menu, but here's a brekky show available 24/7. Thanks for streaming the Rise and Shine Daily podcast.
Love it. That is so good. Don Francisco, Adam, where are you?
Just imagining a young Robbo there, arms in the air. Beautiful.
He was a big hit back in the 80s. He did a lot.
He?
Yeah, he toured out. I think it was at least one because I went to him, but I think he might have toured a few times back in the day.
Oh, well, there'll be a lot of happy people out there. So thank you very much, Des, for your song request today.
Yeah. Well, of course, have DJ back on Monday on Rise and Shine. Fel's going to cover the weekend show for me. Thank you very much. Bring in the highlights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. We'll bring the best of tomorrow on Saturday for the best of Rise and Shine. There's been so many, it's going to be tricky to choose.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a great week, actually. So I've been enjoying all the different activities. So make sure, again, we've been doing Free Plug Friday. Jump onto Facebook and add your events there, any Christmas events coming up so people can know what's happening in your area. So enjoy that. Enjoy your weekend, though. Thanks. And I also should mention, again, just speaking of that, the Carols event on Sunday. There it is, again, listed on Facebook, but we chatting with Helen after Saints of the Century. She said she's going to be there. So
she'll be on the sausages.
That's right. So she's cooking sausages.
Go and see our champion on sausages and then go and see our champion Robbo on the Vision stand.
It'll be great. So come and say good day. I'll be there with some of the Vision crew on Sunday evening around the Sunnybank area in the southern suburbs of Brisbane. So should be good.
Fantastic. Well, whatever you're doing this weekend, we pray it's wonderful. We're going to hand you over to the rest of the Vision crew for the day.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.